A volunteer firefighter is dead after a business went up in flames late last night, and now we know his name. Assistant Fire Chief Jamie Middlebrook. Christine Karsten is live at the New Carlisle Fire Department to tell us exactly what happened. So I understand, Christine, that the roof collapsed in this business.
Yeah, that's what we're told, Tricia. We're told that several firefighters were going into the structure to put in what's called an unmanned line to let water into the building. That's when the roof collapsed on the assistant chief. Now, we're told this wouldn't have been risky had the roof not collapsed, but it did. A short time later, firefighters got a mayday call for an unaccounted for firefighter. One of those accounted firefighters was the assistant chief. They found him dead, and his body was taken to an area hospital, then transported to Fort Wayne Hospital for an autopsy. Now we're waiting for even more information on that.
We've got plenty of help, and you can see plenty of fire departments. God love them. They just came from all over, South Bend and all our area. I think that somebody said there was like 16 or 17 different departments here.
Now, the assistant chief was one of two that went missing. The other firefighter was found and taken to St. Anthony's in Michigan City. Now, the video that you're looking at right now is of the firefighters huddling together in a circle, some of them taking off your helmets. We can tell you it was that moment that we realized something was wrong. We've never seen something like that before at a scene. That's when we later found out the assistant chief had died. Now, as we mentioned, the other firefighter who was eventually found, his condition is unknown at this time, but he was taken to the hospital. Tricia, as we mentioned, more than 12 fire departments responded to this. And I talked to a firefighter just about 30 minutes or so ago. He came out from the fire department and told me that it's shock right now inside, just complete disbelief, as firefighters have stayed inside the fire department to stay together, kind of rally together to obviously honor this fallen firefighter. Just a horrible time, a sad time, a heartbreaking time as a community is hearing this news. And as you mentioned, several people have already chimed in on Facebook, adding their condolences for this family, and of course this community that now we know expands farther than New Carlisle, expands this entire Michiana area.
When volunteer firefighters get the call, they drop what they're doing, they go to the firehouse and they head out, and New Carlisle would have been one of the first places to respond, right?
It would have been. As we mentioned, here's the fire department. Keep going down US 20 just over the county line into LaPorte County. Right there on the left is where this structure was that the fire happened, so they were probably one of the first people to respond. You mentioned drop everything. It's interesting to hear what a special person it takes to be a firefighter. Normally people kind of run away from things like this, but these are the guys that go forward to help anybody in these situations. They run towards this fire, and that's exactly what these guys did as they were trying to put in that line that we mentioned to get this fire tackled, which was eventually tackled. There's still, as we know, a truck by the structure right now kind of monitoring the situation, but the fire has been out for some time right now.
These men and women are true heroes. Christine, thank you so much.
Yeah.
A heartbreaking story on this Wednesday morning. And stay with News Center 16 and 16 Morning News. We'll have continuing coverage of this story, including more live reports, and we're going to share your tributes throughout the morning. Now, we want to show you an image. We're not sure where it originated from, but many people have changed their Facebook profile pictures to show this emblem with a black and red line through it, just to honor Middlebrook and mourn his death. This is giving me goosebumps this morning. It is so touching. Many of you have also been leaving your condolences for his family and fellow firefighters on our WNDU Facebook page. We encourage you to do so this morning. Meantime, to other breaking news this morning, officers returned fire after the driver of a stolen truck shot at them. Police spotted the stolen vehicle and pursued. That's when they say the driver began shooting. No one was injured. The chase ended at a U.S. Postal Service parking lot on Main Street near Chippewa. A woman is in custody being questioned. The owner of the stolen vehicle was also on the scene. St. Joseph County Metro Homicide is investigating, which is procedure in any officer-involved shooting.